And I want to say before I answer, when I tell you how we stay in touch, I'm not recommending to our listeners, this is how you should stay in touch because everybody does it differently. One thing I will tell you is I know a lot of our colleagues in other markets, particularly larger markets, have a really, really large sphere of influence. And that's their comfort level and that's their wheelhouse and the way they operate. Robert and I, again, we've done this for a long time, but we've always maintained a fairly modest sphere of influence. So at any point in time, we never have more than, I would say, probably 300 to 500 people in our sphere of influence. We're constantly massaging that database and trying to keep it to the people that we know there's future business or confident there's future business, people that we want to conduct future business with and we have great relationships with. It's a very real estate, no matter what level you're playing in, what part of the market you're playing in, but certainly true of the luxury market. It's a relationship business. And for me, it's much easier to maintain a personal relationship where I can look down, if I have a physically printed list or looking on the screen at our database, when I look at names on the screen, I know who they are. I know who they are. I know where they live. I know who their kids are. I know where their kids go to school. And I know I've had contact with them recently. So we keep that personal relationship. We try to continue to strengthen that personal relationship. One of the things we did last year for the first time, and we did it much bigger this year, which and I'm going to do it bigger next year, which has been so fun. About 4 or 5 years ago, I ordered a wreath for myself, for our family, from a company, a well-known luxury company, and we paid, I think, a couple $100s for this wreath. It was beautiful, and pictures came in. It was not pretty in person.
Oh
But that
no.
same, no, it was not pretty. But that same year, one of our clients, one of our friends and clients, sent us a wreath, and I'll throw a plug for them. LL Bean, they had the best wreaths I promise you can ever get, and they're very affordable. They sent us a wreath from LL Bean, and it was absolutely wonderful. And I said, you know what? Next year, I want to send wreaths like this to some of our top clients. And so we did. Last year, we sent quite a few of them. Everybody loved the wreaths. They talked about the wreaths for months after we would see them at other events and other venues. They would talk about that wreath and how long it lasted and they made them think of us. And it was so special. So this year we committed to doing a couple hundred wreaths, and which is a pretty large expenditure.
Hmm.
And so we did the wreaths. And we have gotten so many calls, video calls, messages, even our most hardcore business clients who it's kind of hard to have that personal relationship with took the time to sit down and send this message. Hey, man, we really love this wreath. Thank you so much. And so, I've never been one. I've never been that agent who put the flags out on 4th of July, the pumpkins out for Halloween. We've never been into. I've always felt that was kind of cheesy. That's just me. Sorry, but this just felt much more personal and just had an air of class about it. So I think with the wreaths, the reason we've chosen that avenue for this time of year is because there's a few things. One, we've all often heard this, and it's so true. People remember how you made them feel. People remember how you make them feel. They may not remember the particular circumstance, but they remember how they felt. And that's what we're going for. We want to continue that relationship, maintain and build that relationship, and we want them to feel it. And so sending the wreaths seems to be a way to really accomplish that. And so we'll do
I
that bigger
love that.
next year.
I love that thoughtfulness, right? Because it's not about just something for the sake of something. It's something that's meaningful. And I know we look at the whole year ahead and think about what we're going to do a year ahead.
Yeah.
And it includes those opportunities for touching people, taking our clients to a performance of the orchestra, or we have movies in the park, right? And we think about small groups of our clients that we can bring together for those things that really are a meaningful touch. But I like the fact that you really are focusing on having a quality sphere of influence that you can really manage, and that they're people that you'd like to work with again, right?
Yeah.
That's a great thing to be able to give yourself permission for that. And one of the things certainly that we teach in training is really identify what it is that you want to focus on, rather than trying to be all things to all people, especially in the upper tier.